A den of stinking evil. Cover your nose, Boo. We will leave no crevice untouched!
Oh guys, what's up? This escalated so quickly. I'm talking about Baldur's Gate, Siege of Dragonspear. It is the apparent 1.5 DLC. So I've already watched a couple people's videos and people talking about it, and I'm actually very interested in this. A lot of what's going on now is about the characters being diverse. I'm not talking about racially diverse, like this dude is a moon elf and this dude is a drow, and we don't hate drows because everyone has to be like Dristur. And no, I'm talking about sexually diverse characters. So here's the thing. I'm just going to open this and preface this with, I love equality. I'm a black guy. There's not that many black characters in RPGs when I was younger at the time. And fun fact, Baldur's Gate 2, pretty much the first big one that I played that wasn't from Japan, basically had a black dude who wasn't big, tough. He kind of reminds me of Blade sometimes, but he was actually a really cool dude. He was a ranger, hates magic, fights magic, and we find out a lot more about his past and why he hates magic. See, that's the thing about the Baldur's Gate characters that I love the most. This is probably the closest you will get to the actual D&D experience. You see, you meet up with the character. They don't tell you too much about their backstory. You don't really know too much about them. You just know, hey, this dude is a ranger and we need a ranger, or we need something that can hunt something. And it turns out that as you continue traveling with them, as you explore the land, as you fight dangerous enemies, you begin to peel the layers of their character back like an onion. And it's really amazing to see that. And not just that character, but how they interact with another character who's in a similar situation. For example, Mazzy, we rescued from the Shade Lord, and honestly, she was really shaken up about her entire party getting, what was it? Oh yeah, they were corrupted, taken over by the Shade Lord, and she was forced to fight and kill them. Which, yeah, that's gonna mess up somebody's day. You know what I mean? I remember that dude, Patrick. It didn't occur to me until I was watching Boogie's review and I was thinking about all the different characters on Valgir and Mazzy's relationship. I feel like that guy Patrick that Mazzy was always talking about, he was her squire. He was very important to her. And at some point in time, Mazzy takes it upon herself to turn Valgir into her squire. And I felt like maybe Valgir was a little bit of a replacement for Mazzy emotionally. You know what I mean? That's kind of the thing that makes Baldur's Gate great. I'm still thinking about the characters and thinking about how they interact and wondering, is this another layer to this character? You know what I mean? I played untold hours of the first Baldur's Gate 2, and I had to get the enhanced edition because I am a fanboy like that, and I enjoy playing it. It's just, for a game that threw me such a really amazing loop with the characters and how they act and how diverse their cast is, I would guess you could say, just racially. You also have Yoshimo, who is freaking awesome. And you delve more into his character. I'm not going to, spoilers for a 20-year-old freaking game at this point. But spoilers nonetheless, I will not talk about too much of Yoshimo, because he is awesome and what happened to him was, oh my god. So, the first thing that I read while going to the Steam forums page was basically, I'm a huge fan of the Baldur's Gate franchise, and over the years I have played through the campaigns more times than I can count. That said, I would urge fans of the series to hold off on purchasing this DLC. Not because of the characters, not because of, who they are, what they do, what they're about. It's, he attempted to import his protagonist from a save file from the previous game, and they were stripped of all their equipment. I'm guessing that has something to do with them filling in the gaps. In Baldur's Gate 1, or at the beginning of Baldur's Gate 2, you were informed that you got jumped outside of Baldur's Gate, got the hell beat out of you, and then you wake up in John Arenicus's dungeon. But also, I believe you can pick up some of the items that you did have there around John Arenicus's place, just randomly. Not just that, but there's issues with the UI updating, scrolling towards the edge of the map, and you'll see nothing but darkness. Just a couple of very, very interesting minor issues that I will agree are probably very, very immersion breaking. Now, the whole thing about the items, you're probably just a little salty because you lost the items. I can understand that. I would be too if I spent, like, what? How long is the first campaign? Like, God, I would do everything, so it would be untold amounts of hours. So, it's not just the characters. There are some issues with how this all works out. But I would like to talk to you guys about a character in the last Enhanced Edition that I had no problem with, and I didn't think a lot of people did have a problem with. I actually think that people loved him. I haven't played Dragonspear, so I can't... Dragonspear. God, I really think Dragonspear sounds cooler. I'm not going to, like, get on my high horse and talk about what you should do or how you should write a transitioning character or a gay character, a lesbian character, whatever. But I will talk about one character that really impressed me. And that character is Doron Ilkhan II. Lovingly called Doron. See, Doron is a blackguard. He is a half-orc, and I love him. Even though his plate mail sometimes feels like it's made out of cardboard, he's a really interesting character. He's very, very aggressive. He's a blackguard, god damn it. He fights things, he kills things, and he's kind of evil. That's how you get your powers as a blackguard. So, throughout the game, I picked up Doron Ilkhan. I was like, yeah, this is fun. Let's go evil, get all the evil NPCs. And as we're going through stuff, we had this particularly epic battle. And then Doron basically does the equivalent after the battle of, like, pinning me against, like, a locker with his arm and, like, professing how interested he is in me. And I was like, what? So Doron's gay? I was just like, huh, that's interesting. Well, I wasn't really feeling Doron at the time, and we kept it rolling. And then I played with a female NPC, and after one particularly epic battle, Doron came onto her and was just like, hey, what's up? And it like dawned on me. Doron isn't gay. I was just like, oh snap, he's bi. It doesn't... The physical sex of the people with Doron doesn't matter. What matters is their power, their destructive force. Them showing him that they're worthy. He doesn't have, like... He's not very interested in the physical characteristics. He's more interested in, how powerful they are, how destructive they are. Those things are what Doron likes. And I was like, wow, this is a bi character that I felt I learned something about. It wasn't... It was the peeling of the onion metaphor again, where we learn about this guy, he's like this and this and this and anger and violence, and then we peel back the onion and oh my god, he's a romantic guy. Oh, he's gay. And then you peel back the onion again, he's into women. No, it's about the person, not about their sexual characteristics. I thought that was dope. I really liked that, and I loved how it was brought in. I've read some things where it's basically saying that a character walking up to you and just basically stating, I am X, I am hetero, I am bi, whatever, is kind of weird. And to tell you the truth, I will agree, it's kind of weird. I've never had any of my gay friends come up to me and say, hi, I'm Timmy, I'm gay. I haven't played the game yet, but I really feel like it's not so much hate for new characters, new and interesting ideas. I think that there's something intrinsically with the poor UI and some other stuff mixed in with maybe these characters are feeling less like Baldur's Gate characters as opposed to another video game's characters, which might be why people are pissed off. Honestly, I feel like it's weird adding an addition to a game like this, or a DLC to a game like this that has been out for so long, you know? See, the thing with Doron, I love that. I loved how it worked out. I don't care. I really don't care who any of my party members sleep with. I don't care how they identify. I don't care about really anything about them outside of their story. Who they are, why they became who they were, and just how useful they are to my party. Do they have the skills? Do they have a really interesting quest line? That's really all I care about. So, hit me up in the comments. Tell me what you guys think. Do you want me to check out Siege of Dragonspear? I might do that. There's just a lot of controversy over something that I'm actually kind of surprised about, considering I really never saw the hatred for Doron as much as I see people just kind of slightly angry. Actually, for some people, more than slightly angry. Well, hit me up in the comments, drop a like if you want to, and maybe we'll further investigate this together.